Hello and welcome to the podcast from Stress to Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Lolita Guarin. And today's episode 179, and we're continuing the conversation about, how stressful it can be to be successful because there's so many things that you need to do new, maybe improve on things, maybe do more of things. And, it can really be stressful because you need to adjust. You need to do action that maybe you don't want to, or maybe you're resentful and all that. So today I want to specifically talk about resilience, or should I say, not being persistent enough. And what does that I mean? You probably heard a story about some gold diggers that were spending all the rest of their money to the equipment and all of this in order to actually dig out gold. And then they give up and they said, you know what, there is no gold. So then they go bankrupt. They sell all the equipment to somebody else on their own spot. And then somebody else comes in and they just keep digging. And a foot later, there is gold. The moral of the story is don't give up. Continue digging until you get to the gold that you want. Now, on the other side, I heard another story about that we spend way too much money and time and effort and the same resilience and the same patience and the same energy towards the things that really don't work. But we are just super loyal to that and we don't want to give up. Just like, for example, somebody in a failed relationship and they've been for a very, very long time and they like, well, I'm not gonna leave them now because all this time, all this year, and I'm just gonna stay put, even though if I'm very super unhappy. Or like, for example, companies, somebody really wants to succeed and bring their company up to something, but they keep pouring money and time and effort and energy, and it's just not happening. And we're like, well, I put so much already in there. Can I give up now? I'm just gonna continue plugging in. So I want to hear your opinion on that. Leave me a comment below and you tell me, should someone give up or someone should not give up on their goal? Hmm? Well, I tell you, it took me 20 years to get US citizenship, okay? 20 years. If somebody could have told me, oh, it's going to take you 20 years, I'd probably be like, oh, I don't know about that. But when I'm in it, I'm like, the goal is way too big for me to give up now. In my heart, I just really need it. It took me 20 years, but I did it. So, this obviously, when you are in the middle of something, in the middle of your goal, and you're not seeing results, it can get very frustrating and stressful. And I totally get it. I'm like, there are plenty of projects that I'm working on. It looks like I'm putting so much of effort in it, but there really no goals coming. So, what is it you do then? It's kind of like I'm giving myself advice now. I think it's all about how that makes you feel when you're doing it. Because if you're bulldozing yourself into success, as I'll say, you're just creating more resentment and you are going against yourself. That's mean you're not really honoring your own needs. But if you are doing something that's actually make you happy, you're like, yes, I know I'm putting those videos on YouTube and nobody watches, but making me those videos makes me happy. I'm like, okay, well, maybe my goal to have a million subscribers on YouTube, long shot, but I don't know. I'm just gonna do it because I love it. Yes, I put a lot of energy in it, but I'll go do it because it makes me feel good. So if you are right now in something that you're putting so much time and energy and you're questioning yourself, I don't know, should I continue doing this? Mm, ask yourself, how happy are you while you're doing this? Is it contributing to something in your life? Because remember, everything we do, it serves us somehow. And maybe you failing in the project is serving you something else. Maybe you're afraid of success and you're like, I'm going to continue failing because that makes me feel safe. But there is, I can talk forever, but I don't want to make another long video. So I want to leave you with this that I heard from Jared Hewitt. And he said, imagine you're in a relationship or in a project, whatever it is, the work you're working on and putting a lot of energy in and time and all that. Like imagine you will be in the same people, the same relationship, whatever. You're going to be for another 10 years. I mean, not 10 years, another 100 years or 200 years. Will you be still there? And that's not what I thought about my marriage. I'm like, I am definitely would not want to be with somebody like that for that long. And that should be indication that you need to leave. But if you're doing something and it makes your heart sing, although, well, there is still no goal, no cigar yet, continue doing that because it satisfies you. It brings you other amazing celebration. And it is an indication that you need to have this in your life in order you honor your needs. So I hope that clarified a little bit, kind of gave me myself an answer. But I would love to hear your opinion, like I said. So please leave me a comment below and let me know, should you stay or should you go when the results don't showing up? And I'll talk to you tomorrow.